right, peace and love, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please like and subscribe. And I am your host, Queen Tamara. Welcome, everyone, on this Wednesday evening, hump day. And it's August 2nd. Can you believe it's actually August already? This year has been zooming by and it just feels incredibly fast. My daughter and I were talking about that the other day. She said it seems like a month only lasts 2 weeks now, and a year goes by in just a few months. So time really is speeding up, folks. And with that, there's a lot of changes that's taking place in our universe right now and just everywhere. So welcome this evening. I'm so grateful and thankful that you all took the time to join me this evening. We had to reschedule the previous planned show for this evening, and which is all good, everything in divine time. And so we will have that on Sunday. If you check my channel, you'll see that you should get a notification that the time was changed. And nevertheless, I still thank you for your patience that we still have a show this evening. And we're going to be talking about the full moon and supermoon vibes. If you've been outside in the last few nights, you saw that beautiful supermoon. And it's just so beautiful, so radiant, so full, and so bright in the last 2 nights. And if you haven't had a chance to look at it, I highly encourage you to do so. There's something just so soothing and tranquil about the sight of a full moon, especially a supermoon. And it's called supermoon for a reason because, yes, it is a bit closer to Earth in its orbit, and that makes it appear larger and brighter. And we know that the moon has so much power and impact on Earth, especially in our waters. And we know that the water is life and affects everything on the planet. All life is connected to water. And because the moon has such a deep and powerful impact on water, I would say that life is also connected to the moon as well. And we as human beings, we also our bodies are composed mostly of water. And with that said, we have a very strong connection to the Earth's waters and the moon cycles as well. And many ancient calendars and natural calendars follow a lunar cycle, 28-day, 13 moon cycles or 13 months. And many of us strive to follow that as we work towards getting back into harmony with nature and following the time and frequencies of nature. So that means following the phases of the moon, following the equinoxes and the solstices and the seasons, making sure that we live in harmony with the earth and not in opposition to it. So that is why that is so significant and that is so important. As myself, one who strives to live in harmony with nature and follow those natural time and frequencies, I do pay close attention to the moon's cycles and phases, and I strive to live by the natural time um, as as just a way to navigate my way through the matrix and to just to stay balanced and in harmony by following those natural cycles. So tonight we're going to be talking about the supermoon vibes. The supermoon is very significant because not only does it appear larger and brighter, it is slightly closer to the earth, and being closer to the earth means that its magnetic pull is going to be felt more strongly, particularly by people who are more sensitive, the empaths and other people that are very sensitive to nature's harmonies and nature's frequencies. They may be more aware of it. A lot of people tell me that they are aware of the shifts in nature during full moons, but particularly during super full moons, they feel themselves feeling more emotional, feeling emotions and feelings from the past may be coming to the surface to be examined and released. Some people actually feel imbalance, or well, imbalance in the form of feeling sick or ill or extra tired during super moons. Some people say they require more sleep during this time. Some people say they require less. Mostly, I'm hearing people say that they're very tired during this time and that they're feeling extra emotional. Sometimes it can make you feel nauseous or just different types of sensations. Pay attention to how you feel at different times. But during super moons, you may notice that you're more sensitive, you're more emotional, and that's okay. It's okay. Whatever feelings you're feeling is okay, and if you're not feeling anything, that's good too. But during this time, this is a time for us to be really cognizant and aware of our feelings and our emotions and things that are coming to the surface in our dream time. Also during the awake time, with emotions we're feeling, what thoughts are coming to the surface that we need to release and let go of. All of that is significant and important. And this full moon today, this week, is in Aquarius. So it's an Aquarius full moon. And for those of you who don't know, my sun sign is actually Aquarius. So Aquarius is the sign that deals with governing the future. Aquarians tend to think about the future a lot or represent futuristic things. They are the humanitarians of the zodiac. They often find the greatest joy doing things to help others. So that community collective is a part of being a part of Aquarius. So this may be a good time to start some projects dealing with the collective energies or harmony, or working in your community, your country, your nation, your household, or whatever, and do things of a selfless nature, um, to work on the collective consciousness or bringing people together. You may want to do something, community cleanup. It's the summertime, maybe something, related to the environment, something for your community, your church, mosque, temple, whatever, but something dealing with raising collective consciousness or helping um, the collective or the community. This is a great time to start some project like that especially during the summertime, because the energies are high. People want to be outdoors more. And then with this full moon, super full moon in Aquarius, this would be a wonderful time to do something like that. Aquarians tend to not always be loners, but they kind of move in a way that's different from the other people, the other signs of the zodiac, and they tend to just live by the beat of their own drum sometimes. And it's a distant drum when it comes to other people. And Aquarians are usually very non-conventional, um just very the odd one out, and that can sometimes cause tension and being misunderstood by other people. So you may feel that you may feel some of those feelings that you want to do things that may go against the norm, or that may challenge the status quo. And I think this time that we're living in it, we're in the age of Aquarius. A lot of that is happening now globally. People are exploring different things that were not that were considered okay in the norm in the past, but now they're not. So a lot of things that are being introduced in the public, or a lot of lifestyle changes, or things that people or a lot of values that people used to hold is changing because people are starting to think outside the box more, explore more options. People are just not necessarily doing things the conventional way anymore. So there's a lot of change on the horizon, a lot of things going on, and especially with this full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius also carries the symbol of Aquarius, which is an air sign, which is interesting, is the water bearer, and you'll see the Aquarian holding a urn or a vessel and pouring forth water, which is we know water represents life, but water also represents cosmic energies. Water represents life and um, creation. So the Aquarian pours forth and carries the urn of the cosmic energies, the cosmic waters, the cosmic knowledge, the essence of life that they pour forth for, I would say, the rest of the zodiac. So that's interesting as well. And we know the moon's energy is high and connected to water. So Aquarius, although it's an air sign, the symbol is connected to water, the waters of life, the cosmic waters. Um, all of this is a part of what's happening now that we want to align ourselves with that. And we last week I talked about um, the summer energies being high in the summertime. This is a time of year where people start on a lot of projects, people are outside more, a lot of things get done this time of year because the energy is high coming to earth from the cosmos, a lot of Syrian energy and light codes. um, the planetary new year, the planetary new year just passed July 26th, and the day out of time was July 25th. And so we're traveling through many portals right now, in particular, the Lionsgate portal, which brings in a lot of cosmic energy and codes. And as it culminates this month and will be, um, I guess, closing, for lack of a better term, next week. But it's just a powerful time, and lots of energy. And this is a great time to align yourself with those energies and to get some things done, things that you've been wanting to do for a long time but didn't have the energy to do it, or the time or whatever. Well, now is the time. If you align yourself with these powerful summer energies and vibe, you can you'll find the energy and the willpower to get these things done. Also, right now, um, cosmically, or if you follow astrology and well, you'll know that several planets are in retrograde right now. In fact, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Venus are all in retrograde. And then later this summer, let me see, Mercury, Uranus, and Jupiter will be also be going retrograde. So we're talking, what is that? 7 planets. And we know retrograde affects communication. So be prepared for some issues with communicating, whether it's verbal communication or digital communication. Um, just be extra patient when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with technology, when you're dealing with yourself as well. Just be extra patient, extra loving, and know that there's a lot going on. I mean, a whole lot going on this summer. So hopefully you're spending more time in nature and near water, and your spirit, and indulging in your spiritual practices, which will help you to stay balanced and calmer during this time. Because one of the worst things you can do when there's a lot of confusion around, or tension, is to lose your cool and lose your temper. And you want to be that light in the darkness for yourself and others, um, especially when people are just responding in different ways and really don't know why. So just always maintain your peace and always maintain your calm. Another thing that I've noticed in the last few weeks, several people have told me that they have found themselves in a state of isolation, that they hadn't planned, but that's what is happening. And I, too, myself, am in that space, because I'm recovering from an injury. And while recovering, I've been I've been spending a lot of time by myself, and reflecting on things, which was much needed. And so it's been a blessing in disguise, because all our experiences, I choose to look at the positive in it, and it's been an opportunity for transformation and growth, and just focusing on myself. And I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and they told me that they've been forced into isolation, and it wasn't something that they planned, it just happened that way. And then I've had that same conversation with several other people this summer, saying that different circumstances that was beyond their control came up, and it was making them spend more time alone, and we do some self reflection, and growth, and changing and developing. And all of that is good. And we want to take advantage of those opportunities. Remember, being alone or being in your solitude is a good thing, because I called it isolation, is a chance for you to be alone with you and your higher self, get in touch with your soul, and do more focusing on yourself. A lot of us spend a lot of our time, our energy, our money, our resources, taking care of others, doing things for other people, for our careers, for our communities, our families. And a lot of times, when it comes to us and what our needs are, and what we want and need, we often are burned out, because we've extended so much of ourselves to other people. Then when it comes around to us, we have no more energy left. So we want to do more self-care, and more focusing on aligning with your higher self, and doing those things that are best for you, your highest good. And the best way to do that and know that is to spend some time alone with yourself. Sit with yourself, get to know yourself, get to work on your goals and your dreams, your plans for yourself, for your present and for your future. This will be a great time to do that while we're experiencing these light codes coming in cosmically. This will be a wonderful time to do that, and to focus on the changes that are taking place our lives, and in our universe. So I hope this was very helpful this evening. I just wanted to have a brief discussion, nothing too wordy, but just remembering that we are connected to nature, and that nature is connected to us. And it's it's a balance that we have to work on maintaining between us and the natural world. A lot of us have lost our connection to the natural world, and this is one of the leading causes to major problems, both physically, mentally, and spiritually, that people have. And so we're striving now, in this time that we're living in, this age of Aquarius, we are working on regaining and reestablishing our connection to nature and to the divine through nature. Nature is the manifestation of divinity, just like we are. And so we, as above, so below, we as above, so below, and we are all connected to one another through the natural world. So with that, let's continue to remember to be kind to nature, take care of the natural world, do some more things to preserve and conserve your environment, and show love and appreciation to one another. Peace and great blessings to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And oh, and don't forget Mondays, the Healing Cipher show is on Mondays. We moved from Plugged In Radio Network to Mondays here on my channel. Have an exciting lineup of shows this summer. I hope you saw Monday's show about Kundalini Yoga. And next week, stay tuned. I'll see you at 9 p.m. And next Wednesday on this channel, we'll have Ask the Herbalist Hour once again. Peace and love, everyone.